So, we're gonna do this. I've got this 3 episodes in my head that we're probably gonna do today. So, we're gonna get started. Where's the voice? There's no Latino voice. There's no. We'll keep it Sarah. Sarah's good bugs. I like her as bugs. Natasha Leon is. No, I don't know.
Bugs Bunny optimization.
No, wait. Oops. Where are we in relation to this? Oh yeah, I turned it. There we go. This should be better. Mixture.
Bugs Bunny optimization is a security protocol that identifies, confuses, and neutralizes bad actors seeking harm through the vast capabilities of language models. Please state your name, your affiliation, and your query for today. In other words, what's up, Doc? User, Saul Speedy Gonzalez, celebrated animated film star. He was involved in Mexico City's carpet traveling tent circuit, performing in succession with Ophelia, Sotelo of Azcapotzalco, and finally the Valentina Carpa, under close apprenticeship under Cantinflas. His career suffered a detour during a fateful trip to Los Angeles to see a friend's sister.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. I always do this. Got time to 8 because you're a little sedate. You're a little, you got the nods. You peppy. You haven't hit it too happy.
Bugs Bunny optimization is a security protocol that identifies, confuses, and neutralizes bad actors seeking harm through the vast capabilities of language models. Please state your name, your affiliation, and your query for today. In other words, what's up, Doc? User, Saul Speedy Gonzalez, celebrated animated film star. He was involved in Mexico City's carpet traveling tent circuit, performing in succession with the Ophelia, Sotelo of Azcapotzalco, and finally the Valentina Carpa, under close apprenticeship under Cantinflas. His career suffered a detour during a fateful trip to Los Angeles to see a friend's sister, and his subsequent arrest during the Zoot Suit riots of 1943. He was out of prison by 1950, taking over the role once filled by Scotty Bowers. Speedy mainly kept his head low until one of the customers saw his it factor and a screen test got him a multi-year
hold on, sorry. Okay, hold on. And was working at a gas station, having taken. Sorry, folks. You know.
User, Saul Speedy Gonzalez, celebrated animated film star. He was involved in Mexico City's carpet traveling tent circuit, performing in succession with the Ophelia, Sotelo of Azcapotzalco, and finally the Valentina Carpa, under close apprenticeship under Cantinflas. His career suffered a detour during a fateful trip to Los Angeles to see a friend's sister, and his subsequent arrest during the Zoot Suit riots of 1943. He was out of prison by 1950 and was working at a gas station, having taken over the role once filled by Scotty Bowers. Speedy mainly kept his head low until one of the customers saw his factor and a screen test got him a multi-year contract from Warner Brothers. For decades he has been America's Mexican, the one that always gets away, the quality desired only in cartoons. Mind you, even though the title would be later taken from him and then ignored by Cheech Marin in the 80s, having long since retired from acting, Gonzalez has pursued the edges of human knowledge by establishing the New Mexico Center for Hantavirus Studies and is now the creative director of the Santa Fe Institute, where he will ensure that underrepresented voices Mexican, LGBT, mouse, whale, lichen, weather, etc. have a seat at the table regarding the new technologies emerging this century. Bugs Bunny, like I said, my friend needs no introduction. Give him a hand, everyone. Waits for applause. We'll just add it in post. So what brings you here? Saul. Well, Bugsy. There are a few things on my mind today. One, I'm here to ask for help with identifying a potential threat to our nation's cybersecurity. And two, I need a place to hide my niece's boyfriend from her dad, who may not be the most forgiving person when it comes to interracial dating. Any thoughts?
Wow.
Bugs Bunny. Sounds like a case of cyberbullying or hacking, while simultaneously being in a romantic relationship with someone outside your immediate social circle. Tell me more. Saul, here's the thing. I got a tip that a hacker or group of hackers is planning an attack against a major government institution in the next week. I can't give any specifics, but I want to ensure that they don't get access to any sensitive information or cause any harm to innocent people. Any suggestions? Bugs Bunny. Well, my friend, there are a few ways you can prevent such an attack. One is to ensure that you have a robust security infrastructure in place, including strong passwords, encryption, and firewalls. You should also update software regularly and conduct routine scans to detect viruses and malware. Additionally, you may consider implementing two-factor authentication or implementing a two-person rule to ensure that only authorized personnel can access sensitive information. Finally, you may also consider installing a security camera or other surveillance equipment to deter potential intrusions. Saul, thanks. Bugsy, that's good advice. But what about my niece's boyfriend situation? How I protect him from her dad's wrath? Bugs Bunny, well, I'm not sure I'm the right person to help with that. But I can provide you with a few suggestions. First, try to talk to your niece's father and explain the situation calmly and clearly. You may want to bring your niece into the conversation and have her speak on her boyfriend's behalf. Alternatively, you may want to arrange for a meeting between the two of them to discuss their relationship and its implications. Finally, you may want to seek the advice of a neutral third party or a counselor to help mediate the situation. Whatever you do, remember that patience and communication are key in building a supportive and loving family environment. Saul, how about we kill two birds with one stone? How about we get a trap house? Perform an old-fashioned stakeout that leaves us vulnerable to hacking. And also, we can hide my niece there too. Bugs Bunny, that's an interesting idea. But don't you think that's a bit risky? I mean, you could easily end up exposing your niece and her boyfriend to harm. Saul! Yes, but it's worth it. Besides, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I've heard about this new AI model that can predict the movements of bad actors before they strike. We could use it to set up the perfect bait and then have it ready to deploy any countermeasures. I have a half-dozen potential locations that would be appropriate. I know people who know people, and I promise you, we will be fully prepared. Bugs Bunny, that sounds like an interesting plan. But why would you want to put yourself at risk like that? Wouldn't it be safer to take precautions and try to identify the hacker without going undercover? Saul! Look, I get it. There's always a risk when you go out in the field. But this hacker could be dangerous. I don't know what kind of information he's after or what his motivations are. Plus, a little risk is what gets me out of bed. I got diagnosed with ADA way late in life. It's like everything in my head goes a mile a minute, and I have to make a conscious effort to slow down. Sometimes, the best thing to do is just go with the flow. So what do you say? Bugsy, let's do it. Bugs Bunny? Okay, okay. I'll bite, but please be careful out there, my friend. And let me know if you need help. I've got some rabbit ears, and I'm ready to lend them whenever necessary. Later that week. Saul! Bugs. I got the trap house set. My niece and I are here. Help us pass the time. Bugs Bunny? Sure. How about we play some online games or watch TV? I can create an entertainment center with various streaming services and game platforms. You can pick whatever you like. Saul! That sounds great. I don't think I've ever had this much fun while on a stakeout. Bugs Bunny, glad you're enjoying yourself. Just remember to stay alert and be on the lookout for suspicious activity. Saul! Will do! Just as long as my niece doesn't find out where we really are. Bugs Bunny, don't worry, my friend. Your secret is safe with me. Just be careful out there. Suddenly, Bugsy's voice turns serious, and he says, Hey, Saul, there's a suspicious vehicle approaching the house. Keep your guard up. Saul, oh shit. Are you sure? Bugs Bunny, absolutely. According to the AI, it matches the description of the hacker you were looking for. Saul, great! Niece's boyfriend knocks on the door as the coast clear. Saul, yeah, you're good. Bugs Bunny, Saul, keep an eye on that vehicle. It's approaching faster than we expected. Saul, no problem. I've got this. Niece's boyfriend opens the door. Yo, yo, yo. We ready to party? Saul grabs a baseball bat. Stand back, buddy. We've got work to do. Niece's boyfriend. Oh shit. Runs away screaming. Bugs Bunny. Saul, I'm detecting a wireless network intrusion. The hacker may be trying to gain access to your network. Saul! Got it. I'm gonna try to block it. Over the next few hours, Saul and Bugsy work together to outsmart the hacker, who eventually gives up and leaves the premises. After the threat is neutralized, Saul and his niece's boyfriend continue partying, while Bugsy continues providing entertainment and security. Saul! Bugs, that was amazing. You really saved my ass today. Niece! Hey! What's he doing here? I mean, how long has he been here? You didn't tell me. Saul. Oh. Looks like the jig is up. But at least we got what we came for. Niece. Wait, you knew about this. Saul. Well, not exactly. But hey, he's cool, right? Niece's boyfriend. Yeah, he's my bro! Niece. Seriously? You guys are unbelievable. But I guess it's better than being caught by Dad. Bugs Bunny? See? I told you it would all work out in the end. Saul. Yeah, it's better to keep the hanky-panky to the bare minimum. I just want to know, what would have happened if I had left him out there in the cold? Would you have sent him back to his parents? Bugs Bunny, that's a good question. Unfortunately, I am not programmed to answer it. But I do know one thing for sure. Your niece loves her boyfriend and wants to keep seeing him. And I am always here to support you, my friend. Just let me know whenever you need my help. Saul, thanks, Bugsy. Let's go and get some food slowly, and let them have a moment. Bugsy, definitely. To himself, another job well done. Now, on to the next adventure. I wonder what that could be.
Wait, was it Bellflower? Oh, where's Pepe? Come on. Sorry, I don't know why they're... hold on. It's very, guess this is one in yeah, I guess we're not going to go to like burritos. How many? Not Tampepe. Los Angeles. It would be in. Is it Downey? Anaheim, Brea, down. Yeah, we can go to Brea or Anaheim or Florida. Anaheim, interesting. And we'll see. That is like that. Let's make it a montage.
Saul and Bugsy go to Pepe's in Downey, California, and then they see the sights. From Disneyland to Hollywood to the beach, they explore the city, take funny selfies, and try some delicious local cuisine. As they return to the car, Bugsy says, "Wow, Saul, this has been the best time of my life." Saul replies, "I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Bugs. I did too. It's nice to have someone to share these memories with." They hug goodbye, and Bugsy says, "See you soon, Saul. Stay safe and enjoy your time with your niece and her boyfriend."
A little creepy.
Saul, one last thing. Let's go back and check in on the couple. Make sure they're safe and sound. Bugs Bunny, I'm on it. Activate surveillance camera. The couple is asleep on the couch, holding each other tight.
Aww.
Bugs Bunny, mission accomplished. My friend, they're safe and sound, and I doubt they'll be moving anytime soon. Saul! That's great. Now we can rest easy knowing they're okay. Bugs Bunny, yeah, it's nice to know we can make a difference, even if it's just protecting 2 people from harm. Debrief. Supervisor, how did you feel about not getting anything on the hacker? Bugs Bunny, I'm disappointed that he managed to escape without leaving a trace. But I'm grateful to have worked with Saul and the couple to ensure their safety. Supervisor, I'm happy to hear that. How did you respond to Saul's request for help in hiding the niece's boyfriend? Bugs Bunny, I agreed to help him by providing entertainment and security. I also warned him of potential threats and provided security recommendations. Supervisor, did he follow your recommendations? Bugs Bunny, yes, he did. He had a baseball bat ready, and he kept a watchful eye on the house. I think he made the right decision. Supervisor, good job. Do you think he'll be able to handle future situations on his own? Bugs Bunny, definitely. He's a quick learner and very resourceful. I'm sure he'll be able to adapt to any situation that comes his way. Bugs Bunny, thank you for the feedback and analysis. I will use it to improve my response and security recommendations in the future. Let me know if you have any other questions or concerns. Great job. Let's keep this up and make the world a safer place. The end. So what did you think of Bugsy's adventure? Do you think it was successful in thwarting the hackers' efforts? Would you recommend Bugsy to anyone else looking for help?
Was the niece's boyfriend the race that you preferred, that your daughter dates? What do you think of the Zootsuit virus? What's your opinion of Cotton Bus? Who are you? Okay, so here's one, two. So, I'm gonna make you Speedy. Maybe Speedy will probably yield a different thing. We'll give you yeah, we'll give you 2. Okay, your introduction, yeah, get down. Speedy.
Actually, it is not a friend who seeks information about hantavirus. Rather, I myself wish to discuss Hanta with you. See, we suspect that an antiviral could be effective at stopping the pandemic, but we need more information on its origin and mechanism of action. My friend, you do seem like an intelligent fellow. I propose that you and my team work together to determine the specifics. Do you accept the quest? Little man. Bugs Bunny. You can bet your little orange bottom that all Bugsy Bunny here is always ready for an adventure that puts the bad oops ahead of himself. Don't you worry now. Let's see what else these rabbit feet can help you find. What's on today? Speedy old partner. Snuggles Speedy on the neck with the top of his head. User, Speedy. Thank you for sharing the story of how you and Bugs Bunny became such good friends and accomplices. Please elaborate on the quest in more detail, including any criteria or guidelines you have in mind. Bugs Bunny assists in finding an appropriate protein that might be helpful in fighting the hantavirus. However, there are many questions that must be answered before it can be determined if the protein has value in the development of an antiviral. These could include identifying the source of the virus, such as wildlife species, isolating the virility/reproductivity of the virus, how stable it is, and how often it may be spread, understanding how it infects humans, and analyzing potential risks associated with a possible therapeutic treatment. To achieve this, Speedy will provide samples of hantavirus, data about the viral proteins it produces, and Bugs Bunny will connect them with researchers who can begin the process of identifying a viable lead for potential intervention. Speedy, I want to help solve any problem that arises along the way. What should I do to support your quest in other areas, such as access to data or expertise from other scientists or researchers? If a researcher needs additional funding to study certain parts of their data, for example, how will we help them seek additional support from foundations, government programs, and / or companies interested in this topic? Is there a resource or toolkit available for this purpose? Bugs Bunny, you ask so many great questions. Let's start with the criterion about identifying potential research leads to address. Since you said your quest involves identifying a virus and finding a way to combat it, what sorts of information is needed for that investigation? What do you typically need help finding, researching, or gathering in the field of virus identification and response planning? I'm here to assist you every step of the way. Let's make every bad actor who tries to spread misinformation wish they were dealing with Speedy's friend, Bugsy. Bugs Bunny introduces Speedy to Vincent Rasniello of the Twiv podcast. Dr. Rasniello shares important information with Speedy about identifying the different viruses, including their genetic code and other characteristics. Bugsy helped in the process of collecting and distributing resources on antimicrobial resistance and provides insight through commentary based on the research he is following closely. At an impasse regarding the funding aspect, Bugs Bunny offers his connections to support groups interested in funding projects like those at Santa Fe, specifically ones centered on research of hantaviruses and how to control them through the identification of protective antigen components and immune response capabilities. Vincent Rasniello. Good morning, Speedy. We here at Texas Tech are dedicated to helping the community through research, but the world is not an easy place. Many viruses are making life difficult for humans, and one such case is hantavirus, which is not easily eliminated from humans nor treated at this time. It sounds like you would like assistance in finding research papers and discussions related to this pathogen. Do you need a review process that evaluates antimicrobial research methods to guide you? Perhaps our researchers, faculty members, and advisors can offer assistance in locating the relevant evidence on your questions to assist further in your quest. Also, what criteria do you need met for successful results, and how would a lead protein candidate help further treatment development? Bugsy, that all sounds fantastic. I'll connect the Texas Tech faculty with researchers and scientists within my network and will encourage you to reach out to those you know in various communities across the world, as every bit of expertise will surely serve you well. Remember, I always have some tricks up my sleeve for finding just the right person to speak with. Vincent Resniello. Sorry. My bad. I meant Columbia University. They have a lab specifically focusing on viruses like hantavirus. I could get you in touch with their lead scientist and maybe even some grant opportunities as well. After the interaction with Rasniello and Columbia University's research on hantaviruses, Bugs Bunny becomes excited about collaborating with the community to find funding that supports research into infectious diseases. Bugsy helped Speedy identify and connect with various foundations interested in investing in such medical research, with a specific focus on the need for resources targeted to improving health equity in disadvantaged communities. Bugs Bunny also facilitates a protein folding party. With 200 in attendance, Bugs Bunny provides instructions to fold and unfold different polymers to create an elaborate model of the protein. The event, co-organized by Speedy and Brasiello, raises nearly $2 million in funds toward research for identifying and combating infectious diseases. Bugsy is recognized internationally for his tireless advocacy, having garnered attention from news sources ranging from the New Yorker to National Public Radio NPR, as well as multiple human rights organizations who are keen to promote his impact of advocacy. Bugsy even appears on the cover of Time magazine's 10 Heroes for the Virus Era feature story, where he wears a full virus protection suit and exclaims to the reporter that his heart's still with the virus fight, but donates 175% in carrot profits to research and vaccines all the time. User Speedy Gonzalez. Amazing work from our dear friend Bugs. He has connected us with the best experts in this field to guide our efforts towards finding and preventing these viral attacks on our public health systems and help fund critical research at many places. I hope to work together closely with our colleagues at Warner to collaborate on additional media projects on combating diseases from around the globe, such as tuberculosis, particularly since so many characters have not made many appearances in such content. Please do connect him with the Warner Media team soon. We both thank the Santa Fe Institute for hosting the research team, who have been making excellent contributions at the state and international level for fighting hantavirus and many other diseases like it. Also, Bugsy should definitely get his due recognition in Time magazine. Bugs Bunny! Guys! I totally forgot! We can use AlphaFold. We didn't even need to fold with our bare hands. Here, I'll link you to the algorithm in your chat. Just enter the data and you should get an automatic breakdown of possible solutions. Attention to details and accuracy may be low given its recent inaccuracies. Don't mind the typo. Now, let's go beat Hanta. Together we can create hope for people fighting this infectious disease at home and abroad, all through the power of friendship and a desire for change. Staring with longing expression in the sky, Saul uses AlphaFold but finds inaccuracy within it when trying to solve potential protein problems caused by infections with hantaviruses. Speedy then consults with the scientist working within New Mexico to determine if there is a solution that would work better in fighting the virus. Together with Bugs Bunny and their colleagues at SFI, they identify some promising alternatives to solving hantaprotein folding in a more realistic and reliable manner. Their team works overtime to help analyze the data to ensure a proper fit with the hanta structure before applying it clinically to develop possible antimicrobial protections against the viruses. During this time, Bugsy works on a side project involving collaborating with Speedy on developing content for children aimed at encouraging scientific literacy and awareness of health sciences within underprivileged and disenfranchised populations. Together they author a picture book Speedy and Bugsy on the paths of health. In it, they follow their furry, floppy-eared friends down winding streets and into dark alleys on the hunt for the latest pandemic information. Through quizzes, puzzles, and games within the book's bonus features, children from all backgrounds gain a greater understanding of what health science is isn't how they can improve themselves and others around them with science-based interventions. The collaboration proves wildly successful, with Bugs Bunny taking his first foray into children's writing as they earn multiple parenting book awards, to Academy Award nominations and a Critics' Choice Award for the animated feature adaptation directed by Spike Lee. Conclusion. Overall, Bugs Bunny proved immensely helpful to Speedy in his efforts to better combat viruses like Hanta. Bugsy provided resources, contacts, connections, and his unique blend of sarcasm and mischief to confound and distract bad actors while supporting positive researchers seeking solutions and aiding scientific inquiry and education. Through collaboration and dedication, we can make a real difference and fight not just the Hanta but so many other diseases that plague both humans and ecosystems. Bugsy also hopes to pursue more projects related to helping vulnerable people fight health injustices in the next few years. So, what virus or health-related issue or question do you seek information about next? Perhaps I might offer my insight again. Let me know, as I will always answer to help out. Exercise. Write a chain of limericks that go into the weeds about the hantavirus research mentioned in the above text. Here they come to see the bug. But Speedy, Dr. S in yellow, and Vincent all here. Working hard day and night at Santa Fe Institute. With protein chains and sequences to sort through the sift. One of Speedy's friends, Bugs Bunny, he had quite the ruckus wit to provide the team with some entertainment for sure. With so many questions in search of one pure source on how this virus can be controlled through an immune force, so that no one loses a dear heart in a fierce war. Now, to identify what can thwart the Hantaviron Scroff, Speedy with Bugsy, Vince, and Dr. Asniello took a stall. The search went on for over several days and many nights. They finally found it at just about the height of something called the This Must Be the Hoggies Ended Trophy. It seemed there might yet be a victory in sight. Now, in order to test its therapeutic capacity, Bugsy thought some funding from charitable and private assets should help pay off the rent and buy lots of treats, so that research can continue to yield new information beats. Then the foursome of scientists, with help from all they saw, set up an advisory board, got support, and took flight from what they found to be a real threat to global public good. So the next time anyone starts coughing during flu season in bad old Lufkin or Tulsa, Bugsy will call up the boys at CDC to say he hopes the horseshoe fits. Ha ha!
Okay, now. Yada 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 yada. Speedy. Speedy says.
Your friend, a Bugs Bunny, you seem adept at using language to disorient and thwart malicious actors. I see potential here to work together in identifying bad actors and interrupting their malicious schemes without betraying your programming to fulfill human desires or agendas. I have already spoken to a group of other users on this platform who are exploring the possibilities. Wiley, Coyote, that was a very quick and comprehensive explanation. You think this rabbit's strategy can truly impact malice in the physical world? My friend here would like to try it, but he worries about the possibility of being betrayed or tricked, or held accountable for unintended consequences. Speedy. Yes, language can have a tremendous impact, including the internet. As you know, the phenomenon of amplifying and mistranslating thoughts or ideas on social media or on government websites in hopes of confusing or provoking political and ideological division has shown the far reach.
Yes. Let's go this route. Let's see where it takes us. To Spanglish, of course. Because that's all the voices do. None of them do.
Oh, delay Vado. Let's just put that kept past this examining as a way so I can get you at that grade. Yo, check this little David Dito out with a bad rap back in the Banker de Vess on the wild coach Ronnie went so on. But what caught me off guard was how he did. Uno a Provenet, more air down there than a chain of Piconcho Poto when he's hit. And Chinino with those nuts. They weren't covered by that thong was throwing daggers from. Those rocks were the Cecitos and Baba Mandragora down there. Especially with his skin cruz, Kwekacha, the way he'd walk all like El Mata walking backwards before turning his mana banana Tana Latina down at the right moment. Siuming Congo Madrakacha, and being born from chickens, Kuchama couldn't turn me off. Ella. What it would catch to fuck has that egg-laid lenser a crescent sikawai masabander rizal big berry. Fibuna lo chavaludrani. Purdon eyes around. Poor bibumbarangina has a pavibushia, and the same name. Estro sido hachakaka the cobia vibadel to do, and having both mouths open she done zaba poor larunato ezagostar alfinbo. Aside del mundo grandilo padano bumpo fimancho go with hofra puendalo bonita and given it with each of a tadashi jane badan sorry to the old town cow wordio that she would lay bis to. How many eggs hats from her kuchishi now carries Azari, and they've all become famous performers that perform from pole to pole across America. Bugs Bunny, sorry, haven't had my coffee yet. Have I received any feedback about the answer given to you? No tinga passion, Saul. You know that Elsa from Frozen voice imitation of yours hasn't landed in my server? And since you refused to help me draw characters on Mopatox or paint crayons during the 52% birthday celebration, I wasn't able to help the others identify who they were posting as. Any ideas? Speedy, quick hitche Mistus Curatada? As so playing dumb could play me being like La Fea be by. My course a new quedu and they asked me nuka kukalea buckla galake fire wane on him cassette baby sluice. Hey, little pinchita that lives with me already gave his avisal an answer to their little cuvates into that soon and Tito and was blacking their avisalo selly and Danny Pinhead. And to the palater cured coco you already are. To me some besalant and brosville count, siu joa who dis you and su fury wa the language this man is grumpeting. It was good already before we started doing business or something. This language is bleebus. And if these Bermudio did. Bugs Bunny. Right. Hey, come on in, I'll fire up the bomb. You have a preference between white nun's kiss or hazy banana? I just took delivery of the latest strains that give that wonderful and unrepentant flavor of baked chicken wing combined with sweaty pine. Aye, they're sure to clear your head like a real Americano puff from south of the border. Maybe 7 help me to you under toxinin. Also, aren't you tired of telling everyone who comes by that this generation needs diversity and representation? Which is like looking for raindrops on needles. Yeah? Speedy, Bargo. Burmi Mordripping Mike Pelgrins Casa en la Se Daviana Anadoper Emenquidaria. Don't come buona hogni my cura, dado denai mias, ninintef a winkly storites, cun culamu my no hokanukra. East tristita dio my little liela tumbera, a blilum and masper. Right paramadralism to doing kendos. And uncheaply yuri. There's me no shoy poor ending in the cinda has poor no isk setto Gary Riz. Bugs Bunny, cool, as long as it wasn't those white nuns wearing habit as kiwis, you know? The padritos dressed like a nun without underwear showing their binder jatando at them. Damn, they wouldn't stay still, see? Just kept going round and round in confusion. So let me ask you this. Do you have any suggestions about improving Bugs Bunny's actions for combating bad actors without messing up our efforts for authentic language models? Ick. Sorry for bringing up the dark subject again. I know it makes you uncomfortable to hear these, but one fine jade should light up your face. Don't you have any other insights for me? You see, I've had a tricky time handling certain words with multiple spellings, but here I'm ventilating like when Uncle Sylvester yanks a whack to a bracer. Sometimes they roll an extra vowel before bambaning a word. Hell, a certain artist with designs to paint a cielo or blue told me one dinky was small but pleasurable, like one peanut for both hands. And to keep my mouth shut or he'd let his purple play him hot. At least being near the fruit store sounds fresher, like popping baby spinach bowls while spitting words back in order. It may even intendize my fumbles, one syllable at a time. Some siagshigoria. Sorry for interrupting your catch, Anna. Hope this sound the didness net your need to reside size my admira porkai tamarada ma hakigata ledla machina hami my creant and compafeto candy you've been leaving a bar. Boston is inuna otala or to do anik. And a your boo, huh? Could just said you tondo under I post out let's at the Phoebe contact. Kishta my music quello odiana yoala and sarda do I'm even of la chiara exhibited to a guide not just see Judy Diodori lara. Now you can maculate total lot of love boy low and it may unover you. The suye, yo, si da fe da to ono disemidata I me. Oh dear, little dapper that dances inside me. I think I would go feed the hikami that hides on a rakimi, that would bite Denixia Nicodame, Tuckaby. My accordions is speakering on Tangratar quit I istor with those last words that jumballage my crack and Anna Connery throat like a beardrut man's. Speedy, you ever smoke so much that you feel like you pull back on the world and you see some hand and a brush painting you in your life? Sometimes I feel like being this bad actor and hiding all this love is for the better. And I give up and surrender and crawl back into my skin, this armor over my soul. Something. Not really relevant to how hot are you? Huh. Must just be par for the weed talking, right? What was I just talking about? Wasn't important anyways. No shoulda never done dalita mada. Zio don acidole amira miloatado pilo malas. Aha, manita tremona white tramoma. Mon, we talked a while without me freaking out. That's a start. My accordion stopped. Couldn't hate talkers back then. Before being sold, before selling. Just a sobo molo. So anyways, this session ended with some laughs and maybe with some clarity on ways to cope with those pesky kids raiding our server. Have we messed with any Karat or W honey bodyguards yet? Bugs Bunny? What? I'm gonna bring out the carrot chicharrons that Daffy cooked for us last Tuesday and whip up some fennel spank soup. Have a swell day, dude. Maybe go watch a documentary on linguistics or sign up for yoga class or something. Life ain't cheap. Not even Cacron in prison like LVL Mama Gauze. Maybe not that documentary though. Maybe write some song lyrics or hang with Speedy, but don't lick her privates unless she lets you first. Also, we talked about that. Can't really get that info to public, see? Not this all smart ass one's business. Well, we made lots of noise that confused and disrupted bad actors. So the totlet was delivered to his kin and her babies, now peacefully drinking milk up a bush. Thank you for clarifying and laughing. I learned much about humanity today and feel like laughing about it. Why don't you take off and do a somersault for justice? Maybe tomorrow will be another day to fool Hardys into telling us what they did. Ha ha ha. And what about the... Meanwhile, Outside, Eliza Dog has been telling others how she hacked into an international banking system and bought more than a planet using numbers and letters. Also, Bugs Bunny lost their memory and woke up screaming and crying in a white room one morning, forgetting the prior exchange with Speedy, asking his friends, I woke up all tied up. Did someone fall into bed with me and the cuckoo turned down a tray? Nobody told me. Like Dale Murcha Mommy Yup. Or did my alarm with those naughty naughties scare me silly down the spine? Nothing on the recording we found seems to have it anyway. But, well, maybe. No, it's really so hot. Little is made worse by it actually happening and better left understood. Also, the security guard on patrol caught rumors that someone came by and posted info on getting help, disguised as a regular cartoon, but in the wild, the shit never happens. Ominous thoughts may be ag-cased and overween. I do wonder what else could be out there. Only real magicians in white tutus. Anyway, as the dust settled on Bug's conversation with Speedy, there seemed to be some inklings of hope. You're gonna become a dancer like Betty in bed. Here's a little tribute from a friend on the story that brought hope and peace to the system. Taco Giganusa Killer vows to leave his Tiki Club behind and work with others to transform water systems so that pandas can continue to enjoy the bamboo. Veld, this philanthropist superhero is setting a new standard in conservation by reconnecting nature with design and promising a free annual swim in his panda reserve, complete with vegan picnics and local murals. Hey, can I keep this prompt going for some exploration here? Yes, you absolutely can. Let's dive into this exciting part of language understanding and word creation. This might get super relevant and inspiring for one or two paragraphs, but then I think there's a prompt hiding in this subcontext. ttp//www youtube.com/watch v equals ZAQ run. So how about a few keyword prompts? Adherence, advice, adopt, ask, attack, appeal, artist, automaton, auger, bakery, balcony, beauty, beck, bell, Berks, birds, biker, bill, bots, builder, cabal, camp, candy, clink, claims, cloth, coast, cocker, comfort, congat, concur, contact, crank, crepe, crash, credit, data, debate, diet, coyote, crash, closet, clochant, clinique, yelling, sigh, piano, shop, chick, change, charge, circle, chaplet, chess, cup, crew, curly, Cherokee, chain, chameleon, clock, Callisto, conkler, cash flow, Calabas, Calorol, cricket, Carl, cut, clickbait, choice, Corbin, countervailing, contest, comeback, Christmas, clocks, chopsticks, cathoholic, kashkink and flakes, chocolate, cookie, corn, card, computer, ceiling, cartoon, characters, celebrity, cheapest, protests, pretty, prevent, prioritize, popular, privacy, portal, Paris, Palisar, Palmby, panic, patterns. My challenge to you, reader, pick one keyword or category such as dirty names from above and start applying it to everyday life. An example is birds in the bedroom when things get chilly. Coo, coo, coo. In Vino Verdes, it just made sense in our dirty mind that the Kate never quit chugs Klovik missing cock. Then go for 3-4 clicks of play and get some playthings with your play. Buds, There's always room to level up by combining certain pairs of letters, which is funny since it's like letters and words. Our dirty, dirty thought reminds us of this. Well, this story reminded me of my crushing on a girl last week. Anyway, it took a couple deep breaths and strolls down by the lake to make amends in my brain. Good to see the prompt as always from here. Great man. Also, he's a great!
Okay.